Here you go, Leo.
Psst. Leo.
Who are you? And how did you know my name?
I am Morpheus, and I know a lot about you. Have you heard of the Meatrix?
The Meatrix?
Do you want to know what it is?
Okay.
The Meatrix is all around you, Leo. It is the story we tell ourselves about where meat and animal products come from. This family farm is a fantasy. Take the blue pill and stay here in the fantasy. Take the red pill and I'll show you the truth. Welcome to the real world.
Wow! What is this horrible place?
This is a factory farm, Leo. Places like this are where most eggs, milk, and meat come from.
How did this happen?
I'll show you. In the mid-20th century, greedy agriculture corporations began modifying sustainable family farming to maximize their profits at great cost to both humans and animals. Factory farming was born. Animals are packed as closely together as possible. Most never see sunlight, touch ground, or get fresh air. Many can't even turn around. These cruel conditions cause fights and disease amongst the animals. To fix this, the corporate machine began systematic mutilations, practices such as debeaking chickens. And they started adding a constant dosage of antibiotics to their feed just to keep these poor wretches alive. This overuse of antibiotics breeds super strains of resistant disease-causing germs. Every day we get closer to an epidemic that cannot be stopped.
Ew! What's that smell?
12 million pounds of excrement. This pollutes the air and groundwater. That's why communities near factory farms often suffer from high levels of related sicknesses.
Well, it smells like
And what's more, factory farming corporations have been destroying communities and mistreating their workers for decades. Since 1950, over 2 million small hog farms have disappeared. If they continue at this rate, there'll be no real independent family farms left. That is the Meatrix, Leo. The lie we tell ourselves about where our food comes from. But it's not too late. There is a resistance.
Count me in! So how do we stop him, Morpheus?
We are going to spread the word, but it's you, the consumer, who has the real power. Don't support the factory farming machine. There's a world of alternatives. And I'll show you what you can do to escape the Meatrix.
years, we've freed over 10 million minds from the Meatrix. People are waking up to where their food comes from, and are starting to buy healthier, sustainable animal products. You've done well, Leo.
You are the one.
Chickadee.
Ahem. There are many facets of the Meatrix yet to be exposed. Come on, we're going in.
Wow! This place is great! I love what they've done with the pasture.
Leo.
I wonder if they have
Leo.
room for any pigs.
Leo.
What?
Look through the illusion of the Meatrix. This is the way most dairy farms used to be. See what's really here. This is a modern-day dairy factory. It can't be called a farm. Most of our milk and cheese come from places like this. Most cows spend their entire lives between here and the milking parlor. These unhealthy conditions often make them sick despite daily antibiotics. Their tails are cut off too. Get down! These are agents of the Meatrix. They're pumping these poor animals with RBGH.
Welcome to the real world.
Count me in!
Welcome to the real world.
Count me in!
Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world.
An artificial growth hormone that Canada and the European Union have both banned.
And what's that?
The calves are separated from their mothers at birth. They are being fed milk replacer that's made in part from cow's blood.
You don't mean...
Yes, Leo. The dead are fed back to the living. Mad cow disease can be spread by this unnatural profit-driven practice.
That's it!
Are you sure he's the one?
So nice of you to join us, Mr. Henderson.
My name is Will! This is for small family farmers! This is for the big hormone! And this is for the cow! No!
You are the one!
No! Forget about me! Stop the dairy factories!
They got Mobius! They put him in the truck! They're driving away! Where are they going? They've got him! What do we do? Who am I?
Cleo!
We've got to rescue Mobius!
But you heard what he said. We've got to shut these factories down.
I've got it! We'll rescue Mobius if you help us stop these dairy factories. There are still small family farms where you can get your dairy. By supporting them, you'll help end the Meatrix.
Come on, Leo.
Previously, inside the Meatrix.
Who are you?
I am Muphius. Have you heard of the Meatrix? Welcome to the real world.
Forget about me! Stop the dairy factories!
We've got to rescue Mobius! Mobius is in there?
Come on.
This factory, Mobius, can process 5,000 cows in a single day, all to feed our fast food nation. Beautiful, isn't it?
But your own workers are getting injured thanks to your insane need for speed.
Profit is the name of the game, Mobius. Speed has its costs. Meatpacking is the most dangerous job in the nation. But just like you, my friend, our workers are expendable.
The line is moving so fast that manure is getting everywhere, leaking from the intestines right onto the meat.
What's a little E. coli between friends? Anyway, it's time to say goodbye, Mr. Mobius. Farewell.
Slow down the line! Now!
Thanks, guys.
Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world.